Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Grand final week in Melbourne this week, so it's huge. Even here at Emsley Lodge, Janet's an avid Collingwood supporter. Haven't heard from her all year, and she's actually going to the grand final parade this week. That's how carried away these Collingwood supporters get. And my youngest son, Brad, he's an avid Lions supporter, so plenty happening. Be great on the weekend. We'll have a few runners, so let's get stuck into it. On Friday, we'll head off to Benalla. I've got Come Along Jeffrey there. Now, his last two runs have been really good. I just thought Benalla with the track will suit us, the distance will suit us. It's a ripping race for him. He's just drawn really, really poorly. So I'm just going to have a look at the speed map on the race. I need to be kicking him out and going forward. That's how he races and races best. If there's a heap of speed inside us and we don't think we can sort of sit in the first two, I might look at another option. There's another option maybe at Ballarat or something next week. But I've got full intentions of taking him to Benalla on Friday. Horse is going great, and he'll run an equally good a race as what he's been running. So it's Come Along Jeffrey at Benalla Friday. Got El Sordo in at Benalla Friday in a mile maiden. He was okay first up. He jumped out, he showed good speed and sort of battled on okay. They were just a bit sharp for him over the 1400. Goes up to the mile, drawn a little bit awkward, but I still think we can probably roll forward and take out that bad barrier pretty early in the race. So he'll go really well. I hopefully can run a place on Friday, and then that'll sort of lead him into getting to I'd like to find a nice little 2,000 metre 3-year-old race somewhere for him would be ideal. But anyway, he's in good order. Real character, this horse. He's very, very cheeky. He'll bite you, he'll scratch you, he'll do anything to you. He's just such a really cheeky sort of horse. So a bit of racing, hopefully it'll settle him down. That's El Sordo at Benalla Friday. Little Miss Gutsa. Now, I've got her in two races. I've got her on Benalla on Friday. There's a heat of the Country Trainers Series, there's a final on Oaks Day. The first two place getters get exempt from the ballot into that. And I've also got her in at Sandown on Sunday in a mares race. The final of the Country Series is over a mile, and I'm not sold that she'll run a mile, but having said that, I've never really given her a go at it. So she might be better placed going to Sandown Sunday, but I'll have a really good look at the fields and I'll make a decision tonight where we go. But she'll either go to Benalla Friday or she will go to Sandown on Sunday. That's Little Miss Gutsa. I've got Blow in at Sandown on Sunday, 1400 metre 84, good race. It's a very strong race. The horse that when we went to Caulfield a couple of weeks ago, the winner out of that race is actually in the race, and it sort of beat us pretty ill ends up. So we need to be improving. We meted a couple of kilos better, which is good. He's drawn a lovely gate. It's a full field, so there should be good tempo. These tracks have been coming up really, really firm, which isn't suiting horses getting back in races, and he sort of gets probably 2/3 of the way back through them. So he needs a lot of luck to go his way. Having said that, I don't think we can take him to the races in any better order. And end of the day, it's the middle of the spring carnival, so for him to winning races, this is what he's got to be racing against. But you can take on board. He'll go as good as he can go. Just the way the race will pattern out will just make it difficult for him. But anyway, you can only be in it to win it. So that's Blow in at Sandown Sunday.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a horse called Miletus. He was a pretty good sort of 3-year-old. He won pretty impressive a couple of times at Sale, and he went on a bit of a South Australian Derby campaign, but wasn't to be. But yeah, he's always been a bit of a favourite around the stables. He's nice and big and strong and pretty flashy. So unfortunately last time in he was going really good and ran a couple of placings in town and whatever, and then he actually did a tendon injury, and so he's had a long breakout and he's had a really good break, and he's come back in, and yeah, as far as his trials and his work here goes, his action is as good as we've sort of seen it since he was a young horse. So he's had a really good spell, and he seems to have come through that injury really well. So couldn't be any happier with him at this stage. He looks great and nice and strong, and he's holding his muscle tone and things like that really good. So he had a trial the other day at Donald, and yeah, it went really well, and it was just good to see the horse nice and strong, and sort of took a power of pulling up. So whether we give him another jump out here at the farm or we take him, give him another trial, but he's sort of a couple of weeks away ready from racing. But yeah, he's first up form, he generally needs a run, but sort of once he gets to that staying trip, he's really good, and he holds that form really well. So hopefully we can get him back to winning form, and yeah, really keen to get him back to the races, this horse.
Ziggy Whitcomb, what a disgrace. I cannot believe how hard this is. All we want is a good thing, something I can have me 100 on. And it's something that's going to have 10 bucks each way on. It's all it is. We've tried Geelong, we've tried South Australia twice Friday. We're going to Perth. Jeremy Ray, he is the ultimate in punter. There's not a single race in Australia hardly that he hasn't bet on. Surely Jezza can give us something. Jeremy, give me a winner.
Morning all, guest tipster Jeremy Ray dialing in from Perth. I've been racing horses with Edo back when North Melbourne were competitive, back when I first met Jamie, so it's a very, very, very long time. Best bet, I'm going to stick local in Perth. I'm going to go to the main race there, the Blackheart Bart Stakes. I'm going to go with a horse I've got a little interest in called Fanta, so race 8, number 4. I think he jumps to the front, leads, and I don't think they'll catch him. My best value bet, I'm going to go to Sydney, race 8, number 11, the Epsom Handicap. I'm going to go with Kieran and David's horse Nugget. 1 at the track, 1 second up. Wide barrier, but I think Ollie will get him across, get him a bit of cover, and I think there's a bit of $11 around at the moment, so I think he's good value. Hope everyone has a great grand final day. I hope I get you a little bit of money. I haven't got much to follow. I don't think anyone's cashed up yet, so hopefully I can put a bit of money in everyone's pockets. Have a good weekend.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Grand final this week. Really keen on it all. Not sure who we're going to be barracking for. Probably, if I'm a smart person, I'll barrack for the wife's team against Collingwood. So good luck to everybody. Hope you have a good weekend and good punting. Until next week, see you later. Don't forget the races at Geelong on Tuesday. Get along there. It should, you know, synthetic racing on Tuesday is probably as boring as anything, I suppose. It's probably shitful, isn't it? Heath Jamison's done a ripping job with the senior side, and they're on top of the ladder, and they play the second top team, Leopold, this week. So 2 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon.